All right, so the first chapter of the book that we'll be using a lot more of, the hands-on data visualization, starting off talking about what tools to use to tell your data story. So this is a very short chapter. I thought that it'd be good both for this intro part about sketching story and then when it's talking about the different tools. So for the sketching the story, they talked about how to basically like physically storyboard your data visualization. This works whether you are just building a single slide kind of thing, if you have an entire PowerPoint deck, if you're doing a Tableau data story that has, it's actually a lot like PowerPoint, where you have multiple like slides basically, but they're all data viz. Or if you're doing a dashboard. So no matter what format your data will take in terms of your data viz, this is a really good way, and I would highly suggest that you do this as a first step once you've selected your data, so you can kind of see what you might want to tell with it. Then it talks about the 10 factors to consider about choosing tools, what they chose in terms of the book. You'll see that the book uses a lot of G sheets. It uses a lot of the, oh shoot, I forgot what it was called. But they have like one that does like spark lines and stuff like that really easily. And they use Tableau's public version. We have actually access to Tableau desktop for 1 year for students. So if you haven't used that already, I was just using the desktop version. But if you don't have access to that because you've used your 1 year subscription already, or if your computer is just older and doesn't like having a whole new program on it, you can use Tableau Public. I don't think anything that we're doing can't be done on that. So if that happens, let me know, obviously, and explore your options there just to make sure. You should be able to see what we're planning on doing based on the syllabus. Yeah, so I thought this is just a great chart for seeing the other tools that are good for the different purposes. You know, you can do data cleaning in multiple tools, but which one is going to be like the best for it, that type of idea. Obviously, if you have access to and familiarity with something like R or Python or whatever, and you want to do your data cleaning in something else other than using Excel, absolutely go for it. I don't want to dumb down your abilities just to fit the class in terms of that. Okay. Yeah, I only have the one slide for this chapter. Those are the biggest things that I wanted to key your eyes on for that. So we'll go ahead and do the wrap up here. So the class time. So at the end of each of these decks, I will tell you what to expect for class, I think this whole week. Basically, it's a preemptive agenda for that class. So we'll kind of go through the syllabus. Any questions you have about the class, I can answer live. For the teachbacks, I'll open up the sign up sheet for that. We'll talk about the project a little bit more, answer questions specifically for that. Talk about this week's material if you have any questions from it. It's not really, there's no tech stuff in here, so I don't really expect a lot there. But if there's interesting conversations about the Society one in particular, I'm happy to talk a little bit more about that. We will do a short quiz. This one will be weighted very light in comparison to the rest of them, just to make sure that you've actually read the material / listened to this lecture. And then that's it. So yeah, so given that this week is very light, I do, again, highly recommend that you download Tableau and play around with it, especially if you've never used it before. Work out any of your tech issues, because we're going to start working with data cleaning and stuff like that next week. And so we want to go ahead and get all our tech stuff out the way. All right, so I will see you on Thursday.